All right. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see, we got Silver Country here. Ray, Mama Cat, Alan, Chauson, Eric. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Silver Roulette for the month. We got actually kind of got a bit of a decent stuff to talk about today. So some pretty cool stuff I'm gonna show off as well. This might take a little bit longer of a stream than I actually anticipated. It's definitely longer than last time. Last week's the actual giveaway stream was so short, but I think we're just gonna go straight into it here. We're gonna go talk about a couple things. Number one, we're gonna talk about silver and what it's been doing lately. We're gonna talk about some of the where I predict things, of course. We kind of always talk about that. And then I also got something I'm gonna release to you guys that I know a lot of you have been talking about. You guys are going to see what that is here probably in the middle of everything. We're also going to do an unboxing of the silver for the giveaway this month later in 2 weeks from today probably. That one actually, funny enough, when the live stream for the actual giveaway 2 weeks ago hit, I literally got the package the next day, of course. I was hoping to open it on the previous stream, but I don't think we're going to get that chance to do it. So we're going to do it on this stream, which is totally fine. We just got a jam-packed full of stuff to go through today. So let's go back to chat here. We got Booth. How you doing, man? Welcome in. Stacking Benjis. How you doing? KTM. Hello. How are you? And yeah, Mama Cat Roulette is always fun. We'll see. I wonder, this is going to be, we'll see if it's a spicy one. I don't think it's going to be as spicy this time around because the amount of, I guess, money that I'm able to put into it this time is a little bit less than usual. So I don't think the 90% junk silvers are going to have a spot this time around. So I think what we're going to do instead, if it does land on that, well, it wouldn't land on that. I'm going to make it so it doesn't do that, but we're going to replace it more or less. We're going to replace the junk silver with some Morgan dollars instead. So that's going to be my plan with that. You'll see what I mean when we get there. But otherwise, let's get into kind of what's been going on lately. I know silver has been on a bit of a tear lately. Let me see if I can get this to go up. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So yeah, let's take a look. Silver recently has been doing pretty well. Since the last stream, we were sitting at around, I think like right here, like around 39. It was just about to do his little breakout up into 40. And we've been holding above 40 ever since then. So ever since we crossed into on September 1st, we have been holding above that 40 level, and I think it will continue. I'll explain a little bit more into that in a second. Gold has been doing pretty well, but starting to flatline a little bit, which is actually where I expect. Of course, it just moved, but I still expect it to not go up as much as silver. We'll talk about that here in a second. The GSR has started to come down. That's because silver has been doing a little bit better because, like I said, silver has been going up and gold has started to flatline a bit. So the GSR is starting to come back down a little bit. We'll just have to see if it continues to go below into the lower 80s. But we'll have to wait and see how that goes because gold has been doing a little bit of a part 2 run recently. I mean, realistically, because it was flat, I think, for most of the part. Yeah, like literally since. Are we live? We there? Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened. Stream should be back on now. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what just happened. It just took a dump. We should be good. Yeah, we're good now. All right. Anyways, like I was saying, silver for the year has been doing pretty good compared to gold. Gold has just been kind of flatlined. So now we're starting to see, that's why you saw the GSR go from like 100 down to like 80 something. So silver's starting to play its catch-up role. I think that's what's going on now. We've seen gold lead for the last 2-3 years now, and silver is now starting to follow. So, you know, I've made it on a bunch of different videos where I said I could see it going to 80. Doesn't mean I'm going to predict it, but it could. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't think that's going to be anytime soon, but it's possible. Just depends on how things play out, I guess. But I don't think we're really going to see I don't think we'll ever see anything below 30 ever again. Like at least maybe for a very, very, very long time. I think who someone said it in the chat right before it crashed. It says Eric said, "I believe the high 30s is the new floor." I completely agree. I think 35 and up is probably what the lowest we'll ever see, unless there's some crazy reason why it drops back into the 20s. I don't personally see it ever going back. I think what you're looking at exactly on this chart is like the lowest of the lows you'll ever see for silver for a while. I think if you've been a part of the single digit silver club or the $10 and $20 club, then I think you guys are in a different class in and of its own, because I think anybody who's getting into it now will never get to experience $20 silver, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, other than that, like on here, I think here's what I think could happen. If when silver started the week a couple weeks ago at this level, after its first push up into the 40s, it's just been it's been slowly going up. Sorry, hang on, my dog's doing something. Sorry, my dog's doing something. Anyways, so anyway, what I was saying was, I think this white line right here that I put in here is kind of the floor for now for silver. Up here has been its recent highs in terms of its resistance, and it's kind of pushed past that. If it can stay above 41.50-ish, somewhere in that area, then I would expect this to continue to some degree. Like maybe something like, let's say something like this. Maybe something like that. It might do a little retest here and there below that line, but I think this is where it could go if it matches this, because I don't see silver stopping in its uptrend anytime soon. So I think we'll continue to see something along the lines of this trajectory, not necessarily this motion. And it could be less intense than that. It could be more of just testing the resistance level right here and just seeing if it, or the new floor, I guess, if you will, this 41, and see where it goes from there. I mean, it can go up or down below that, but I think this is where we're going to sit for a bit for silver. And I could see probably by the end of next week that we hit 42 silver. By the end of maybe this, I don't think we're going to see it tomorrow, but we did see a dollar jump in just one day from here. You almost saw like a 70%, or sorry, 1.7% jump in just one day today by 70 cent silver. If it does that again, I mean, you could if it does it again tomorrow, you could see 42. Just depends. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that works out. I don't know what it's going to do. Gold, I think, is kind of just flatlining a little bit. So I don't think it's going to, I think it's just going to sit here for a bit unless it goes below this line, which has already tried to do a couple times. That, I don't know what level is that, 3620. If it goes below that, I could see gold maybe coming back down a bit, but if it goes above this, it could go higher. But I think it's just going to test a bunch until it figures out where it wants to go. So that's just my opinion on that for where silver is going to go. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta check chat because I've been kind of neglecting it for a little bit. Greg, how you doing? Welcome in. Morgans are nice. Yeah, we're gonna do Morgans, I think. Well, we don't know if we're gonna do it, but that's gonna be one of the options. The replacement for the junk silver. Sad about the small mintages of the 2025 Libertads. Did that get put? I didn't know. Do they have that for sale yet, or is that next year that they're gonna come out? Aren't they like delayed in that sense? I don't think they're on here now. Yeah, they might be next year. I haven't looked at the mintages of what that's done, so I don't want to speak on that yet. Believe the high 30s. Yeah, we saw that already. Stream went dead. We fixed it. Matt, how you doing? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. But yeah, today big news. We had CPI stuff go on today. Pretty much within line of expectations on the CPI. The only thing was the unemployment claims were a little bit higher than expected, and it's just been increasing. So, which makes sense because I think what the recent jobs reports were pretty bad too. So, not that great in that area, but inflation staying, I mean, it's still going up, but it's just not going up as much, I guess. It's staying the course from last month or year over year. So, nothing too much with that. The other thing is with the interest rates. Why I still think we're going to be very bullish for gold and silver is because before actually all this got released, the interest rates were actually around, I think, 88% and like 12% down here. So a 25 basis point cut was like 88, and then this was like a 12% for a 50 basis point cut. But once this got released, that kind of moved it. So I refreshed it since then. So now you're at 93 and 6. But I mean, still either way, it's almost like a guarantee interest rate cut. And then going into October, it's almost like a for sure thing. Maybe even a, what is it? Maybe a 75 basis point. And then going into December, by the end of the year, we could see a full 100 basis point rate cut, which is, I think they only were saying like 2 or 3. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. But that's where we kind of stand with all of that, and that's obviously going to be very bullish for this stuff here. Mama Cat says, looks like the low of the last 6 months is like 36. That might be the new low, though it hung around 38 for a lot of that. Yeah, I think, like I said, I don't see silver. I mean, if you look at the year chart, I mean, it has not gone really below 30 for much long at all, and it didn't really drop that far down into the 20s. And I personally don't think, now that we're literally into the 40s, I mean, there's no way we're going to hit below 30 ever, like at least for a very long time. I mean, I don't want to say never, because it could crash down to 20 tomorrow. We don't know. But I think we're in the days of the 30s being the new low. So I think everyone who says, you know, like Eric said it, Mama Cat said it, the mid 30s is probably going to be where we're at for a low, or at least for the foreseeable future. But again, no one really knows for sure what to do with that. The next thing I want to go over that you guys have been asking about for a little bit here now, I've showed it on stream a couple times, and I know people in the comment section have mentioned it. I have, for the most part, fixed and put together everything for the tracker guides. So I have two things. We got 2 tracker guides that are coming out. So I've got a free version that's free for you guys to download, and then there's also a paid for one, which I'll explain in a second. So there's different features with each one. So to go over everything, it's very simple. If you are filling out anything, it's going to be in these yellow sections. Anything in the gray section, it will be for you to not edit. It's already auto calculated. It's got mathematical formulas, everything going on. This is kind of the start here page if you guys download this. We're going to start with the free version. The free version has a couple things in here, as you guys can tell. It's got a purchase tracker. Essentially, what it does is you guys can track your purchases, right? What a concept. So you guys can put the date in, the dealer, the metal of choice. You guys have a drop-down list that you guys can pick from, how much you've paid for it. You guys can see the example that I put in here. So these yellow boxes is what you would edit. You put how much it is, the weight of the unit, and then it calculates everything else. You put your spot price of whatever it is. So like, for example, on SD Bullion, 41.73 is the spot price, but the price you pay for the coin is different, of course, right? So you would go into here and put the spot price here, the price that you paid over here, and it'll do all the math for you. It'll show you how much you pay for the premium, and you can enter the GSR as well. Down below, it totals everything, so you can see how much you paid for it. You can see how many total ounces that you have, your average purchase price, the average GSR, all that stuff. You guys can see how that works in that thing for the most part. That's the purchase tracker. Attached to it is a portfolio performance. You guys can see what the individual item has done in terms of your purchase, because obviously when you purchase one item and then you purchase the next one, they're going to have probably different prices attached to it, right? Maybe you did it on a different day, different hour, whatever it is, right? So for example, using the data on here, it'll actually pull some of the data from this chart. As you can tell, the American Silver Eagle premium price. I made some of these up. Of course, these are just examples. It's not 100. It's not exactly, but how many ounces? You put how much is purchased, and then you can put the current value of it. So just for the demonstration purpose, if you bought it at 48 with the premium price, and the spot price of silver hit 50, or if you want to factor in spot price or premium value, you can do whatever you want. From there, it'll tell you how much it's grown and how much it's changed in terms of percentage. So you can individually track every single purchase from when you bought it and all that stuff. And so that'll pretty much show you your growth on that. And then down here, you can enter what your starting values were in terms of dollar amounts or ounces, however you want to do it. And then it'll throw in a graph. So let's say you had $1,000 worth of precious metals, and then you ended at 1,200. You guys can see it starts plotting a little graph. And you'll see a 20% change, and you can put a note saying, you know, I bought 5 ounces of silver that month. So just something for you guys to mess with in that sense. The quantity tracker is just going to show you how much you have of each one. Now, these aren't every single thing. I just threw in a bunch of random stuff. So it's not 100% perfect. I can always add things in and remove things in later. But for the most part, this is where everything's going to be. So you can separate it based off metals. And then you'll also get a portfolio breakdown. Again, this is all in the free version. And then it'll tell you how much you have in terms of its ounces and percentages, and then how much in dollar amount. So that's the free version. It's a little more manual. You have to put in all these things. So that's how that works. And then we have the paid for version, which I'll cover here in a second. I just want to check the chat and see what you guys think about this. You guys are saying it's awesome, it's cool. It took some work. Yeah, I mean, I was working on it for a good 3 months probably, but one that doesn't look as nice. Thanks, Kent. I appreciate it, man. I have one that tracks inventory and overall value, but not individual purchases. Yeah, I'm still old school using a notebook. That's way better than, yeah, I mean, however you want to do it. However you want to do it, it's up to you guys. This is just something for people, because I know some people have talked about wanting it, so I've decided to just put it out there. Is there a slab category? No, Alan, this is just kind of bare bones basics right now. I haven't really put everything in there, just because, I mean, you can add things too. So if you don't see something in here when you guys download the copy, you guys can add your own stuff. So like if you don't see the thing that's in here that you want, you can add that in. Like, you have absolute autonomy to do that. So you guys can add those in, but maybe over time, you know, if we do some things later in the future, especially on the paid for plan, there's definitely some things that I'll have to add in. But let's cover that part here, because this is the one that that's a little more, I guess, in depth. So I'm not going to go over the same things, because some of the stuff is the same, but you guys are getting a preview of it all for this live stream. So on the paid for plan, there is a live spot price. This pulls data from all the major dealers and what their spot price is for gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and what the GSR is. So you have Monument Metal, Hero Bullion, SD Bullion, Bold Precious Metals, Money Metals. You got a whole list of these different ones in here. These update not like exactly, so like that's why I put in here live data may be delayed. So, but it's pulled from their site specifically, so you can see right here it's imported from JM Bullion up there. So that's what their price is for that thing. So it actually pulls data from it, and it's not exact. Like if we look at SD Bullion, let's just go to, I need to pull that page back up again, but if we go to SD Bullion 4174 and we go back to here 4172, like it's close, right? It's not 100%. It's not 100%. So but it's close, and then maybe if you refresh it, it might switch it up. I don't know, but it's gonna pull the data eventually, over time. So, but it's within like a penny or two. It's really not that. I know a penny or two could make a difference on a large scale, but you guys get the point with it all. So it pulls live data from there. Also, with the paid for plan, you guys will get the current deals. So I have a master page that automatically will send this information to you guys. You don't have to add anything on this one. On this one, you guys can't, like, same thing with the live spot prices, you never need to touch this. On the current deals, you don't need to touch this either. So I'll go through every day, once a week, when all the new deals come out, and I'll siphon through some of them and see which ones are really good deals, and I'll throw them into the page, and they'll automatically get added in here for you guys, so that way you have access to that whenever you want. So for example, like the Monument Metals has a deal right now for junk silver dimes, $5 pretty much at spot. So it says you the price, the date that I imported it all, and then you can click the link to go there to get to their website, and it'll take you right to the item of that deal if you guys are interested in it. And it'll tell you everything about that. So that's kind of what I did for that, and I plan on editing this every single day. Of course, you have the purchase tracker, very same thing, portfolio performance. This one will automatically import any data. So like, for example, when you're looking at your current value, if you remember the free plan, if we go back to that one for a second, you had to enter in the numbers. So you can see there's no formula, right? On the paid for plan, it pulls the live spot price from the product and the source that you bought it on. So if we did, for example, let's say we, oh, that's interesting. It's not doing a, oh, because I'm in view only. Gotcha. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to edit this real fast. Hang on. Give me a second. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I just need to switch accounts real quick, but I just don't want to show anything off. You know what I mean? All right. So let's go back to this. All right. So let's say in the paid plan, you bought something from JM Bullion. Let's say you bought an American Eagle for $42, 1 ounce each. And the spot price was, well, hold on, that's actually a very good deal. Let's say 48, right? And the spot price is 42. GSR is 88, doesn't really matter. So here's an example of that. You would go into the portfolio performance, and it automatically adds that in. You don't have to do anything. So whatever you put in here, it will automatically put in here, and it'll take the current value from the spot price of JM Bullion, because that it'll reference what you bought and so forth. So it does that automatically. So it's going to be within line with the spot price of where you purchased it, because that's kind of what's important, right? So that's how that works. And you can see it'll show the same thing, and you add all the same stuff. That's not any different. Quantity tracker, same thing. Portfolio, same thing, right? Doesn't matter. The only other additional thing is going to be the premium history. The last additional feature is going to be the premium history. So if you're interested to see what the premium changes have been over the course of whatever, I mean, I just started doing it 2 days ago. So like, let's say, for example, you wanted to see how the premiums on Silver Eagles have performed. I'm, again, similar to the current deals page on here, I'm going to automatically import the on a master sheet. I'm going to import the calculated premium change over each individual item on here. Again, very bare bones, more of the popular ones. Maybe we can add some things later on into the future if you guys really request certain things. But again, that would just take so long to do every single thing. But that is how the premium spot price goes for all that stuff. Does it track Kitco price for local coin shop purchases? So the way I did it, because certain things don't allow me, like JM Bullion was the only one that allows you to import things from their website. Everyone else didn't. So what I did was I took, like, for example, if we just went to, let's go to APMEX, right? Let's go to APMEX for a second. So right now their spot price for silver is 41.86, 41.83. It's obviously going to fluctuate a little bit because it hasn't caught, because it does change and it hasn't caught up quite yet. But what it does is I imported from Kitco on the spot price of silver, gold, platinum, whatever, and I adjusted what APMEX does on their premiums for their spot prices which is this number right here. So you don't have to worry about, you know, because I can't pull the data from ATMEX, but I can pull the data from Kitco. So I just did the premium calculation from what they charge for their spot price. And so, which is, you know, it's very close. It's essentially very, very close. But you will have to kind of refresh it every so often, but you'll never have to really worry too much about it. Right? So it might just take a bit for it to catch up, but you guys can see how it essentially works. So I did all the math on that part already, so you don't need to do anything. So that's how that all works. If you guys are interested in that, I'm going to throw this in the chat. If you guys want to download the free version, you guys can do that. Otherwise, you can download the paid for one, which has all the live updates and everything. It's up to you guys. It's $4.99 for that. Otherwise, you guys are more than welcome to get the free one on there. It's going to show you like you have to pay for it, but you don't have to submit any credit cards, any of that stuff for this. You just download the free one and it'll just take you right through it. So don't worry about, you don't have to enter in anything for the free one. So just go through the process on that and you guys will get that. And that's news with the whole thing regarding what I've been working on, because I know you guys have been asking about it. So, well, maybe not. I don't know if anyone in here has been asking about it, but I know some people have been asking about it. So I've been spending the last few months really hammering down, fine-tuning things. And over time, we'll add things in, make it a little bit better, have different version updates every so often. But it's a one-time purchase if you're doing the Ultimate, and you guys will get access to that for pretty much ever, right? So, but that's all of this stuff here. So I really think this will be kind of helpful for people. And then maybe in the future, we can add new categories and stuff. So, but up to you guys how you want to proceed with that. Just want to give you guys different tools and options to work with. I think this one is definitely going to be helpful with the automatic live spot pricing, the current deals, and everything else. It's just cool stuff for you guys. But other than that, that's all I wanted to talk to with this stuff. Let's go ahead and close out things I don't want to show up anymore. Okay, let's do the unboxing, shall we? Let me switch over to, let's see who we got. Metal Matt, how you doing? Welcome in. You're not too late. Nope, you're not late at all. You're doing great. Let's see. GSK4, how you doing? Welcome in. Let's see. Let's switch over to the table, because what we're gonna do now is we're gonna unbox our Britannias. In case you guys forgot, a month ago when we did the last silver roulette, we did let me move all this out of the way. Actually, the last silver roulette that we did, we landed on the Britannias, and I think I got 4 of them. Did I get 4 of them? I think I got 4 of them. Can't remember how many I bought. I need to get all this stuff out of the way. Edwin, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, Ken, I think it's a great tool for people if you're interested in doing it. I plan on updating it every single day for you guys, looking for deals left and right. So it's just something unique. I don't think anyone's done that yet in the community, so it's just a cool little thing. We'll put this up here because these are technically giveaway items. All right, so we have this here. These are the items that we won for the last, let me see, the last giveaway. I think I bought 4 of them. I'm pretty sure I bought 4 of them. I don't remember. We're gonna have to open it up. I will, for the purpose of this video and any other future videos, I am going to wear gloves for these ones, because again, I don't want these giveaway items to get, I don't want to say damaged, but I don't want to get my fingerprints all over it and everything. So especially if I'm giving them away to people, I don't want them, I want to preserve the condition of them as much as possible. I think that's only polite thing to do in this case. So we got our gloves on. We're gonna open these up. But yeah, these are the, if you guys remember a month ago when we did silver roulette, we had the Britannias be the winner, and those who actually guessed correctly on who, or on the series, the winners and games and all that stuff, It was actually Eric, KT, L Booth, and Edwin. I think all of you guys are in here right now. So you four accurately predicted who would win and who would how many games it took to get there. So definitely a cool thing. So you guys, if we do end up getting the giveaway where you guys win, then you guys will get an additional ounce of silver. That is the rule behind that. So let's go ahead and open this up here for you guys. We're gonna go, let's just do it this way. Look at that. I have not gotten the Britannias before. I've never bought these. So this is kind of funny that I'm doing my first ever Britannia purchase for a giveaway. But that's okay. That's why we're here. That's why we do it. I don't even know how the heck, I can't see it from my angle, how I'm supposed to, how the heck? I don't know how the heck they did this. Hold on. We're just gonna start cutting and hopefully we get somewhere with it. Let's see. Boom. I'm pretty sure I ordered 4. Did I not? Did I order 3? Maybe I thought I ordered 4. Did I order 3? I thought I ordered, I thought I ordered 4. What does my thing say? 3. Okay, maybe I ordered 3. Anyways, I thought I ordered 4. Well, I guess we got 3 of them. So let's see here. We got him in the flips here. Obviously, it's the King Charles. I know some of you guys aren't very particular about him, but we are sticking with the current year. Let's go ahead and pull this out of the thing. Here is the Britannias. Very nice coin from what I can tell so far. I'll look at it on my own later on. It's kind of hard. I'm looking at it through a phone, which is not the best like quality. But yeah, very nice coin. Is it actually got some this? Oh no, that's a never mind. I thought that was like a milk spotting at first for a second. Cool, very cool coin. So yeah, we got our 3 Britannias. And I also got some other toys to mess with too. I got so much stuff going on in this live stream. We got new toys to play with too. I'll show you guys in a second what I mean by that. There's a reason why I wanted that one page opened up, because I want to look at some of the details on this stuff. Yeah, these are very nice pieces of silver. I do like these actually. I would stack these one day in the future, but I need to finish my monster box of American Silver Eagles first before I do anything else. Let's see what you guys are saying right now. K Lemon, hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. Downloaded the free copy. Awesome, Mama Cat, enjoy it. Matt says I don't have any Brits. I need some. Well, maybe Matt, maybe you'll win. Maybe you'll get your first one. Look really good. They're very nice. Yeah, they're actually very nice. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show you guys. And I'm gonna look at this myself more like up close, because it's hard for me to look through the phone and actually appreciate it. So, but yeah, it's really nice coin. Very nicely done. So those are those. We won those. You guys could win these. And I'm probably gonna have to get a better camera to zoom in on these things. So, but otherwise, let's play with the toys that I told you about. So, I bought a new scale because the old one that I used was stupid. Let's turn this on. And we're gonna go into, I'm gonna check every single, oh, I gotta let it sit flat first before it freaks out. There we go. We're gonna go mode. Troy ounce. So it's set the Troy ounce on the weight right now. Just want to make sure that we're good. 1.005. We're gonna test every single one of these. 1.005, so you guys can see on stream if there's any discrepancies. For the giveaway 1.006, they all seem to weigh the right amount. I also bought a little magnet, so we can make sure that there's no finicky stuff happening with the magnet. Not that I don't trust SD Bullion, but I always check everything that I purchase. because that's just the right thing to do. And I also got a pocket pinger. I bought some stuff the other day, so I want to see how this sounds. I've done it actually. Before we do that, they actually sent me this. It's a fake, so it's not real, but it's a walking Liberty $50, and they sent this as like a for you to mess with, so you can. I don't know if you guys can pick up on it at all. Let me see if it'll pick it up on the mic. I don't know if it picks it up, but it's got a really nice ping to it. I'm curious to see if it's got any sound for this. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. It's hard to tell, but I mean, I don't know if it sounds right, but I have the app, but I'm using the phone right now, so I can't check the app. So, but yeah, I don't distrust, have any, what do you call it, belief that this is going to be a fake by any means. So SC Bullion is very reputable. But this is just how you have things for you guys to test. Always test your silver if you can. Magnets is a good thing. A scale is a good thing. Just visually looking at it is another thing. And then if you have the pocket pinger, you can do that too. But those are just different things for you guys to use in your arsenal when you guys are doing your silver testing. Let's play with something. Let's play with a different one, shall we? Let's try. Honestly, the Buffalo round are kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I actually don't think they're that. Whoops! I don't think they're that great when it comes to pinging. Or maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe I did it wrong last time, because I don't know. Last time it just sounded like it just dinked and didn't even do anything. Let's try an eagle. So like, I guess eventually if you do this enough, you'll be able to tell just from the sounds alone. That's the American Eagle one. So they all have different pings. Eventually you'll be able to tell the difference, I guess, just from hearing it. If you guys don't have a pocket pinger, you can do it on your finger. Like, this is how I figured it out. If you kind of balance it on your finger and just kind of tap it like with another coin, like you get that ping still. So if you don't have a pocket pinger, you can do it that way. So like sometimes like I did this in the very beginning where you just kind of hold it, like just balance it on your finger and just go like this. But you want to be careful because you don't want to smack it too much with another coin because that will scratch it eventually. So but just that is a way to do it if you need to. But yes, magnets are important too. You don't want to see sticking. Even this fake one, like even this fake copy that you see right here, right? Like, it doesn't stick. So, you know, this could, and it looks like it's silver. I mean, if it didn't say fake copy, you know, but even this thing has a really nice ping though. Like, I know it's fake, but it has a really nice ping. Like, it goes on forever, but it's fake. But it's pretty cool. These are tools you definitely want to have at a bare minimum. Have a magnet. These are very cheap if you can get a scale. I think this one was, the scale was only like, I don't think it was even $10. But the pocket pinger was like overpriced. It was like $30 something. But yeah, it comes with a little tool and all that stuff. So you have this little stick that you can ping it with. But other than that, these are the tools that we have for this. I'm gonna put these back in their slips, and I will not. Where did I put the slips? And we're gonna put these away for the time being because we are going to start doing silver roulette. And I'm going to keep these off to the side. We'll use them in future videos, but I will always be wearing gloves if I'm going to plan on messing with these Britannias. So we're gonna put these back away for now. That way we preserve their condition as much as possible. I don't have a tube for these to sit in. So that's that for right now. Let's put this away. Let's go ahead and switch over to silver roulette. I think it's time. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll do not that. this. There we go. All right, so silver roulette. Now's the time for that. I'm gonna take the phone off because after that, we don't really need. We're not gonna use this camera anymore. So let's see what you guys have to say for everything here. Let me take a look. Got the pinger a month ago and they tossed in some free magnets. Oh, that's nice. I didn't get a free magnet. I got a fake. I need a pinger so they don't have to balance on my fingers anymore. Yeah, Steve, I 100% agree. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped it doing that. They tossed a fake Walker and a fake Morgan. Yep, I got the fake Walker. Portland, drag the magnet over to get resistance. I didn't get any resistance on any of these. So, Art, how you doing? Welcome in. Diomagnetic, yeah, Steve, I think that's what it's called too. Diomagnet something. I don't know. It's very cheap. I think the magnet was like, I got 2 of them actually. I got 2 magnets. They came in this little case, and then I think it was like a couple bucks. It was really not that expensive. But yeah, let's go into silver roulette. Let's see what we're gonna do. So, if you guys don't know about silver roulette, the way it works is this is going to determine what the next giveaway item will be. Last month, when we did this, those Britannias were the winner. And basically, we're just going to kind of spin it, and I'm not going to make a decision on what wins. We're just going to let fate decide how that works. We do a best of 7 series. So anybody who correctly guesses the winner and the series that it takes for that person to win the championship thing, they get entered in for an additional drawing if they win the giveaway for an additional ounce of silver on top of it. So for example, the 4 people who won it last time, or the 4 people who guessed it correctly, if the wheel in the next giveaway lands on their name, they get the Britannia plus an additional round of silver, some generic round. So that's going to be how that works, and it's all by chance. We really don't know what we're gonna get, so let's see how this works. So we got our 3 categories to start. We're gonna do coins, bars, or rounds. Essentially, we're gonna do government bullion things here. We got our rounds, and then we got our bars. We're only gonna be sticking with 1 ounces here for the most part. Just because of money constraints. If it does go on to junk silver, I'm going to switch it up to silver dollars, so we'll do Morgans instead. But before we spin, give me 1 second. I got to let the dog out. He is whining, and I'll be right back. Just give me like a minute, and we'll start spinning silver roulette. All right, we're back here. Let's do it. So let's change it up and do bars. Well, Mama Cat, we'll have to see what happens, because we might not. I don't know. It's a 33% chance we could do bars, so we'll have to wait and see. But Steve, yeah, explanation. First time made alive, awesome. Welcome in. We're glad to have you here. Yeah, I'll explain everything too. You don't have to worry too much about it. I'll explain later on when we get to that point how you have to do it. But silver roulette can be intense, because the last 2 times the junk silvers and the American Eagles have been on a tear going into the finals. We'll have to see what happens. We're going to shuffle it 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do our first spin, and we're going to see which category it falls into. So this is all based off of chance. We don't know what we're going to get, and we are going to be doing silver rounds this time around. All right. I got to play some music. I did not want music. All right. So we're going to do rounds. So no, the American Silver Eagles do not have to worry this time around. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the top 8 on this list. Last time we did the Antique Cowboy, so we could possibly get that one again. I forget who won that one. Oh, look at that Yankees. Oh, dude, could you imagine if we landed on Yankees? That would be fun. Oh, baby, we got to see it. Hold on. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it. Let's make Yankee in that one. That'll be a fun one for you guys. So we're gonna put the Scottsdale stacker round in there, a Buffalo Mint, SD Bullion's Freedom round, the Divisible round. We'll do the generic Rifleman, the Cowboy, let's do the Yankee and the Johnson Matthey. I don't really want to do, we already have like 3 SD Bullion things going on. I don't really want to do that. So let's do, how about this? Let's pick, oh man, I don't know what I want to do. Let's do the Scottsdale round, the Buffalo round. We can do the Rifleman, the Cowboy, Yankee, Johnson, Mercury, and how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just do the Silver Freedom round. We'll do that. Let's do that here. So let me get my keyboard real quick. Give me 1 second because I gotta type in everything because for whatever reason things change and I can't ever save any of my stuff. So get my stuff out of the way here. Give me 1 second. I'm definitely putting Yankee in for sure. All right, so we're gonna clear these out. We're gonna do. So we're gonna do the Scottsdale Stacker. Scottsdale Stacker round. Boom. We're gonna do the Buffalo round. And we're gonna do the SD Bullion Freedom round. We are going to do the Rifleman round. Scottsdale Rifleman. That's not how you spell Rifleman. Rifleman round. We're going to do the Scottsdale Cowboy. We're going to do the Yankee coin. That I'm low-key pulling for the Yankee coin, not gonna lie. The Johnson Matthey round. We'll do the Johnson Matthey round. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll do the Mercury round. Perfect. Mercury round. All right. So we'll shuffle it up. 1, 2, 3. So here is the lineup for today. Let me see before we go into everything. ACU. Oh yeah, we already said that. Cowboy round. Yep, we're gonna do a Cowboy round. Possibly skip the Antique. Yeah, I'm skipping the Antique. Definitely put Yankee in. We are definitely doing that. Yankee in 5. How much do they want for the Yankee round? They want 46.20, and that one actually is gonna ship in a week. So, again, good old Tim on there. So that'll ship in just over a week. So, that'll be pretty cool. If it actually lands on that, I'm gonna buy one for myself. Not gonna lie. So, just to have. But let's go ahead and go over the lineup. So we got the Buffalo round is gonna go up against the Scottsdale Rifleman. The Johnson Matthey round is going against the Mercury round. Yankee is going against SD Bullion Freedom round, and the Scottsdales. Oh my God, the Scottsdales are gonna go at it in the first round. That's amazing. All right, let's do it, shall we? Let's get some music on here. And we're going to start spinning away. Hopefully it's not too loud. We can lower it just a little bit. Put a little background music on there. And the first one is going to go to the Johnson Matthey. So count 1 on that one. But in case you guys don't know, again, let me explain it because I know Steve is in for the first time. Yankee already gotten on the board first with the first win. Let's go. For Steve, because I know you said you were new here, we're doing a best of 7 series, right? So, because I'm a hockey fan, so we're gonna do best of 7. You guys don't need to predict who's gonna win yet. Don't need to predict anything yet. That's in the finals. We're gonna predict. So Mercury round gets a win. This first round is just getting through. This one's a bit of a grind, but it speeds up as we get further along. So hopefully, Yankees coin. I'm rooting for Yankee. I don't know who you guys are voting for, but I'm low key. I'm a believer in the Yankee round. Like that's gonna be my thing. I really. This SD Freedom round is taken away. Oh no. Let's see who wins. But yeah, this is always fun. It got spicy last time. With the Mercury round, okay. The Mercury round looks like an early favorite. Taking a 2-1 series lead. Tim for president. Yankee coming in, okay, with the 2-1 lead. Dude, could you imagine if it's Yankee coin? That would just be insane. He's gonna, ooh, the freedom rounds are putting up a fight right now. They do not want Yankee to win. All right, let's see. Can Yankee take a 3-2 lead? Oh man, Yankee's taking a 3-2 lead. I promise. Because this is good. This will just fuel the rigged wheel theory for him if this wins. Like, this will just absolutely fuel the fire in that camp. Oh my goodness, I didn't think about that. Rifleman round. Okay, so Rifleman's on the board now. Count. Good thing this can record. We can. I will submit this to Yankee as evidence that this is that his stuff is rigged, universally rigged, no matter where you go. The Mercury round. Okay, so they have a 3-1 series lead over the JM. So if Yankee or Mercury take a win, then they for sure move on to the next round. So let's go ahead and spin it. So we should tag Bubbles. Oh, if he goes to the finals, we gotta submit that. We gotta submit it some way. I gotta show him. We gotta show him that he's gonna be like rigging wheels constantly. Let's see who's gonna get it. Ooh, the Buffalo round. Is it the Buffalo round? I think it's the Buffalo round. Yeah, Buffalo round takes it. They are not going out. It is a 1-1 series tie with the Rifleman round. Philip, how are you doing? What have you missed? You missed kind of a bit of stuff. A lot to go over. But you're just in time for the fun stuff, which is the silver roulette. So the Cowboys, man, so the Cowboys are just absolutely destroying the Scottsdale stack round. I like low-key want the stacker rounds to win a little bit too. He would get a good laugh. Oh my god, he's already rigging the first round with a 4th too. Yankee, what are you doing? Alright. So Yankee's already rigged his way into the second round, so let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. Oh no. Scottsdale Riflemen, and they are, okay, so that's a 2-1 series lead for that one. Let's go and spin again. We just got to kind of plow through this here a little bit. Buffalo round putting up a fight. Okay, so now the 1 and 8 seeds are kind of actually putting a fight through. Family Stacker, how you doing? You missed everything. You didn't miss Yankee rigging his way into the second round, so you're okay with that. But yeah, you did kind of miss some other things. Johnson Matthew round, still going. It's getting a very tight series, actually. Except for the Scottsdale Stacker, they're not doing anything right now. They are just flat out refusing to win. The Rifleman round takes a 3-2 series lead. And the Buffalo round, okay, they're forcing a game 7. I like it, I like it. Let's see who takes this one. There's got to be a winner on the spin. There just has to be. There's too many, everyone's in a game 3 except for like 2 people. There you go. Rifleman rounds are beating out the Buffalo rounds. So these guys are checked out. So now we just got to finish up this last series. Let's see where this goes. The Scottsdale Stacker finally get on the board. About time. They're not going down yet. They didn't get sweeped. No sweeps in the first round. The Scottsdale Stackers, okay. Okay, so they're making a comeback. They're trying to force a game 7. Down 3-2. We have a couple 3-2s here. And the JM round forces a game 7 against the Mercuries. Let's go ahead and count that and see if Scottsdale Stacker can force a game 7, or do the Cowboys win. It looks like the Cowboys are going to go on to the next round. Put them in. Put these off. Let's spin game 7 between the JM, which is not JM Bullion, but the Johnson Matthew round or the Mercury round. Let's go ahead and spin. See who goes to the second round. And it's going to be the Mercury rounds. All right. So Mercury goes through. Let's see what the new lineup's going to be. We're going to delete anybody who does not have a 4 next to their name. And here is the new lineup. We are going to clear the counts. Yankee is going against the Scottsdale Rifleman rounds. Mercury rounds are going to go against the Scottsdale Cowboy rounds. So, Yankee, we'll see what happens. Are you going to rig your way to the finals? We'll see. Let's see what happens here. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're not submitting any guesses yet. I'll give you guys a minute or two to do that once we get there. Okay, Mercury's taking a 1 series lead, a 1-0 lead against the Scottsdale Cowboys. And, oh, is the Rifleman going to put Yankee in a bind? Ooh, he does. Okay, so he has a 1-0 lead, but that's okay. Never out until game 7, possibly. Scottsdale Rifleman round. Oh, Yankee's getting Yankee can't get he can't rig his way through everything. Maybe it's 2-0. Never say never though. Let's see what happens. Oh my God, that's so close. That's so close. Yankee. Okay, Yankee heard. He's turned on the rig influencer. In the rigged influencing system. God. Nope. Well, he's gonna get the last lap. It's 2-2. Let's see what happens. Does Yankee force? I don't know. I don't think so. Mercury takes a win. So we got a bunch of 2 wins. The Mike Myers music is on. Oh my God, Yankee's gonna take a 3-2 lead. Oh my God, the comeback of the century. Oh, let's see what happens. Let's see if he rigs his way to the finals. Are you fucking kidding me? No way he did. Oh man, Yankee. Someone tag him. Okay. Of course. Bubbles. No, just kidding. We love Yankee. Scottsdale Cowboy. Not going out yet. Yankees in the finals, potentially against the Mercury round or the Scottsdale Cowboy. This is so rigged. No, Mercury round. Okay, let's see. Who's going against Yankee in the finals here? Huh? Is it the Mercs? No, we don't know yet. It's Scottsdale Cowboy. Not going out without a fight. We're gonna spin it. So Yankee wins final round 2. The Mercs! Yankees going against the Mercs! Oh no. Alright. Hold on. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Boom. Reset all counts. Alright. This is the finals. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we got Yankee going up against this. One of these are gonna be the winner. Okay? Either this 1 ounce Mercury dime round or Yankees good old rigged coin, I guess. Oh no. Alright. So the winner of that, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Let me go ahead and let me unpin the message. Actually, we're gonna put up a poll for you guys. And who will win? Alright. You guys, who do you think is gonna win? Rigged Yankee or not rigged Yankee? Put your guys' thing in the chat. So, the way it works, here's how it's gonna go. In all seriousness, you guys, I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes here. Type in the chat who you think is going to win and in how many games in a best of 7 series, okay? Go ahead and put we're gonna start the entries right now after my message, so if you put something before that, do it again, because I wanna make sure you guys get the proper cutoff in and out time. So best of 7 has to be a minimum of 4. Pick who you think is going to win and how many games it's going to take, because if you get that correctly, you can win an extra ounce of silver on top of one of these winners when we actually do the giveaway. So this is the thing that we got to screen record and like send over to Yankee, because this will be fun. This will be. I low-key want it to win. I know it'll trigger him too. So I want this to win, just to mess with him. Greg, make sure you put in how many games it's gonna take as well. It's not just who's gonna win; it's how many games it's gonna take. Because I want you guys to be able to actually put in the correct amount. So. Got a lot of Yankee believers in this chat right now. Everyone's putting stuff in. A couple Mercs. There we go. Mercury in 4. Perfect. I just want to make sure everyone's got that in there. You only have to type it in once, guys. You don't have to type it in like 5 times. I'm going to go back and check after the stream and see where you guys have put things in, and we'll see who's actually correct and who's not. But yeah, this is for the finals. I'm going to give you guys just a couple more minutes, just in case. I want to give people some time to actually put things in. Because this is always a fun thing to do. Sometimes people might join in a little bit late. Just want to make sure you guys have full opportunity to do so. But I think everyone that's in the chat has put something in, so I think what we'll do here is we'll cut off the submissions here in 3, 2, 1. Oh, all right. So that's the cutoff. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and spin it. Let's see if Yankee can rig his way into the very first Silver Roulette Championship. Oh man. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's go. And it's going to be Mercury, I think, in the first game. Okay, that's okay, because Yankee's not out yet. Let's see who wins this one. Oh, Mercury. Oh no. Yankee, what are you doing? Mercury's taking the 2-0 lead. Let's see who wins game 3. It's gotta be Yankee. Yeah, it's gotta be Yankee. Alright, he's making a little spicy comeback. This has been a very good Silver Roulette, actually. Like, there has not been a full blowout, like, series by anybody. Man, is it gonna go to Mercury? Oh, Yankee, you're facing elimination. Oh, no. Alright. Alright, guys. Let's see what happens. Can Yankee rig his way? Has he turned on the rigged algorithm yet? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I think he's doing it. I think he's turning it on. All right, Yankee, you're not out yet. Let's see what happens. In 3, 2, 1. Can we force a game 7? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no way. Hold on. Oh, the Mercury. No, the Yankee round. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, that was so. Look how close that was too. Oh man. All right. Well, sorry, Yankee. Couldn't do it this time. This is what we're gonna give away in the next giveaway, pretty much a month from now. So here we go. Just a little bit. We'll put some little bit of background music for that. But yeah, that's it for. I don't need to be that loud. I really don't get an option in between this. All right, whatever. Anyways, yeah, so this is the winner. I'll buy this off stream, of course, as always. I think we'll get 2 of them this time around. So we will buy 2 of these to give away. Still a very cool prize. Unfortunately, Yankee didn't follow through on his rigged promises, so. But maybe next time we can get it. Other way, music is pretty loud. Really? I turned it down really low. Anyway. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today's stream. So yeah, in case you guys forgot, and if you're joining a little bit late, let me pull this up real quick. If you guys are interested, I do have. Let's see what you guys thought. Most of you guys thought Yankee would win. Unfortunately, he didn't. What we'll do, in case you guys came in late, we do have those charts available now for you guys, the stacking things. If you guys are interested, there's a free version for it as well if you guys didn't catch that yet. So that will be available for you guys now. For you want the live purchase version of it, you guys can do that. Otherwise, the free stuff is there for you guys in case you joined in late and you didn't see what that all is about. I finally got those what do you call it, the stacker guides and charts and everything made. So a lot of stuff got done today. Do I think silver will hit 42? Baby Shark, I think it could actually hit 42. It could hit tomorrow if it has another similar run like it did today. I don't think... Where's silver at? It could go up to 42 tomorrow. I think for sure next week we'll be at 42. But we'll just have to wait and see. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for today's stream, guys. It was a lot of fun. Silver Roulette was great. Where's the free version? Click the link that I sent. Let me pin it real quick. I'll just repin the message. So I repinned the message up there. You guys can download that. Just go through it. It's not going to make you pay for it. You just have to go through it and just go through it. Like, it's going to pretend like you're paying for it. You don't have to submit any card information for the free one. It just lets you go right in and you're good to go. So that's for the free one. So I pinned it up in the chat for you guys in case you missed it. Good times, had a great night. Yep, it was super fun. When's the next live stream? I usually do it every 2 weeks, Family Stacker. So the next one should be on somewhere around the 25th. I'm actually off that week from work, so I can do it anytime. I could even do it on the weekend, and that will actually be the giveaway for the Britannias. So maybe I'll put a poll up in the chat for sometime next week for that. So oh, how many got it right? Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. Mercury and 6 was the winner. So Booth got it right. Brambo got it right. Metal Matt got it right. And that's it. So the only a few of you guys got it right. But typically, yes, Family Stacker, what I was going on with was every 2 weeks, I usually do a live stream. Typically, it's around Thursday, but that is subject to change just based off of my work availability. So it just kind of depends on how that works. So it could be the 25th next week, but I might put a poll in for the engagement post for that week as to when they want to do it. I might actually submit that next week. So we'll see how that works. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Are people still buying or selling? I think more people are still selling, right? I mean, you guys tell me, are you guys buying or selling right now? Because I know some people have bought. I'm not buying right now. I'm just paying off some debt. So if I wasn't, I'd still be buying. But I'm not really buying right now. I'm just, what do you call it? I'm just kind of sitting put for a time being. Not because of the price movement, but just because of other things. You guys are still buying. I think one of my recent polls said most of you guys were going to be buying anyway. So there's not that many people selling, but I wonder how many people are selling in the difference between the communities, like people here in my channel and Yankees and anybody else in the gold and silver sphere. I wonder how many of those people are actually holding and buying still versus how many of the general public is just selling off. You know what I mean? But buying and winning giveaways, right? So I'll have to put those names in for the next one because we do have some winners. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. Went to a show 3 weeks ago. Loaded up guy was selling 35 on 5 and 10 ounce bars. Wow. Well, 3 weeks ago, the price of silver was actually kind of. I think it was at that. Wasn't it at that price 3 weeks ago? How far? Well, how far is that? That'd be 1 to the 21st. Yeah, so 35, that's still a pretty good deal. It was around 39. I even double checked his price and broke out my Sigma. I want to get a Sigma. I really do want to get a Sigma one day. That'll be one of my next purchases, I think, at some point in the future. But yeah, I think true stackers are still buying. I don't think anybody is. I think the people who really do this for, like, who are genuine stackers for the long term aren't influenced by the price. They don't care if it hits $60 tomorrow. They're still going to keep buying. You just won't buy as much, you know? But I wonder if people are going to start getting into, like, let's say silver does something stupid and it just becomes like $50 or $100 or whatever, like some crazy number. I wonder if people will start buying fractional, like just junk silver, or if they're gonna go into like copper or some stupid thing like that. Like I don't know what people are gonna do. You know what I mean? Like I wonder if people are gonna shift. Like I wonder if they shift downwards. Because if you think about it, people were buying, you know, kilos of silver for a while, but then those became too expensive and they shifted down to 10-ounce bars, and then those are becoming more expensive and they shift down to like 5-ounce bars or 1 ounce, and then they start shifting down to rounds. Then they stop buying the high premium items and start buying generic. And then I just wonder where it goes from there, because if it's pricing people out that way, then I wonder if people are going to start going into alternative things. I don't know if silver is going to be low enough to price people out, but I mean, gold I can understand, but like silver, $50 is still not that. I mean, you can, a night going out, not going out one night will give you $50. So I think it's still reasonable, but if it does get like really high, then I wonder if people are going to start moving into fractional, like junk silver. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Baby Shark says that he wants a Sigma, but then again, I want to use that money to buy more silver. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, but at the same time, it is an investment. Like, you do want to be able to test your silver because, I mean, I'm sure you guys are all buying from trusted sources anyway, but just in case you, I mean, even from SD Bullion, I still want to test all my silver, so so that's kind of the thing with that, but I mean, it's an investment. It's still just as I even think to some degree that fake silver is actually also a good investment. I know it sounds stupid, but if you have a dummy safe full of fake silver, or you have fake silver just sitting around the house, that maybe that if in the event that you do get your stuff broken into or robbed, they're going to take the fake stuff and your real stuff is going to be hiding somewhere. So I don't think it's a bad investment to have fake silver. I wouldn't say stack it, but you know, maybe if you can find some along the way and just see if you can get it, then just have them take it for you, then you know, that's I really think it's actually a smart thing to do. But I think yeah, Baby Shark, 100% agree. I think that's a great way to save junk silver, is by people getting priced into it. Right now, junk silver is the best option. Yeah, junk silver right now, guys, is the best option. Like, it is. You can find things under spot sometimes. I know Monument Metals had a deal for a while where they were selling junk silver under spot. So, like, if you're gonna stack like lowest premiums, like depending on your goal, you know, do all that stuff. But junk silver is the way to go. Yeah, sorry, I'm playing with the pinger. I wonder if it, I haven't looked at the, does it actually pick that up very well? Yeah, it does. Alright, I gotta stop playing with this stuff. Anyways, yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the stream. I started kind of getting distracted for a minute. I gotta take care of some things, get ready for work tomorrow and all that stuff. So, otherwise, thank you guys for sticking around on today's stream. We had a lot of fun. That's pretty much going to do it for today. I will see you guys in 2 weeks when we do the Britannia giveaway. It's gonna be super fun, and hopefully the Mercury Dime round that we won today comes in time. We can do an unboxing for it. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching today's live stream. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.